welcome to SC Custom Designs. We're so glad you came into our shop. Again, SC Custom Designs. We're going to go ahead and do a review on the RYOBI 1 Plus. It's the Airstrike technology that's in this unit. Basically means it doesn't need a compressor, gas cartridge, or hose. Well, your traditional style pin guns have the hose and it's connected to a compressor. Alright, so basically you're tethered to the hose and you're restricted with the idea that when you get into tight corners, you really can't bend this too much, right? That won't be good. All right. On the other hand, it's lighter. It's much lighter. So, you're gonna have your pros and your cons. But the battery-operated tools are they're coming into our shops in so many ways now. And so, with the RYOBI, with this P320, if you already have a RYOBI tool, don't go ahead and buy that battery and charger just yet, because you may already have it. I already have the charger, I have the battery, and as you can see, I'm going to remove it. Okay, set that guy aside. We're not going to put it in just yet because your safety is key. When you read the manual, you're going to read every 3 seconds you're taking the battery out. If you have a nail jam, a pin jam, so you're going to go ahead and take the battery out. These types of things. They just want you to be safe. All right. So it comes with instructions that are quite thorough, I would say. It has this addendum that says this: if the LED lights go out on your nailer, the unit has timed out for your protection. Lift tool from the workpiece, release the trigger to reactivate the nailer before beginning next drive cycle. I love that. That's really cool that they thought about that. Your safety. How much is this going to cost you? This is going to cost you, well, it cost me $129. That's without the battery, okay, and without the charger. This combo here is going to cost you $59, at least where I've been looking, okay? So I saved myself money right off the bat. Definitely, if you're going to start getting these tools, make sure that you can interchange your batteries with the different tools. So that's just awesome. RYOBI, this is Home Depot's line of products, if you don't know that. All right, so it actually says it can nail per charge, okay, 1,700 nails. And it comes with 500 1¼ inch brad nails. They're included. And the sizes that it will take, we'll get to it at some point. There it is, 5/8 to 2 inches. That's basically what this guy takes. All right. And so let's just read some highlights for the RYOBI. Then we're going to go ahead and test it out on this block. All right. So the Airstrike technology provides cordless convenience, eliminating the need for a compressor and bulky air hose. We discussed that. For use with 18-gauge brad nails, drives 5/8 to 2-inch brad nails, selectable drive switch with single sequential or contact actuation. Single sequential actuation mode for precision placement. So if you're going very methodically and slowly around on the edge here, that mode will allow you to do that. And then there's contact actuation mode for production speed. Okay, so that's one after another. So if you really don't, if you're either a really good aim, right, or it doesn't matter where those brads are going, right? So, all right. It has grip light technology, engages the LED by grasping the tool in your hand, right? And that's this right here. Let's move this little strip out of the way. It doesn't want to go out of the way. That's this right here. So you have your trigger, and this here is actually going to turn on and get your unit ready to fire. Okay. Toolless depth of drive adjustment helps protect work surface and allows proper setting of the nails. That's this here. Convenient adjustment dial regulates the air pressure. That's this right here. Okay. So a little tip for you: if you've got this turned all the ways up, your unit may not fire. I read that in the directions. So let's just go ahead and bring it down. Also for demo purposes a little bit later on. Okay, convenient adjustment dial regulates the air pressure for optimum results. 2 non-marring pads to keep the surface free of tool marks. Okay, so that's here on both sides of the unit. That's pretty cool. Dry fire lock out feature extends tool life. Toolless jam release, that's actually going to be right here, so it's only a matter of time that you're going to have a jammed for one reason or another. So if you pull that open, see how that came out? But if it was jammed, you'd be able to very easily and conveniently take that out. All right? That's not exactly new to units. My older unit, this was $29 by the way, has that feature as well. Okay. Where do we leave off? So low nail indicator to quickly and easily see when it's time to reload. What does that mean? So if we're seeing this green, that's going to mean that you're very low, if not out of nails. So once we put in even just a few brads, stick it in, and sorry I have to work with one hand. I had a little bit of slip on the ice. All right, so now that's missing, and you can actually see that you have a few nails in there. So I think that's really cool little feature. So we have a belt clip, that's this right here, and it's going to mount here on either side of your unit. That can be convenient. New and improved grip zone overmold for optimum grip in user. Well, I wouldn't know because this is my very first one. So there you go. I get to just know that is the case. All right, so that is the quick rundown on the unit. Let's go ahead and stick the battery in. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to set this. This is where you're doing accurate pinning. Let's see how it goes. All right. Now, I already did some testing here, and which is going to allow you to see that it's actually setting. I wanted to have it not set. So let's take the pressure off. Okay, you could see that in previous testing that this is your first line of defense, by the way. This is where you're going to turn the pressure up in order to sink it. The second adjustment is going to be here. So if we turn this turns several clicks to the right or the left. Okay, now it's not as flush. Continue turning it. Depending upon the density of your wood, if you got pine, well, obviously we don't need a lot of pressure. So you're going to go ahead and turn this, and it's going to sink it even more. All right. Now, if you've never heard a pneumatic gun, let's listen to what that sounds like. All right. You can see that this here needs some adjustment in order to get that pin set. Okay, now it's set. So let's do them side by side again. What does it sound like? And so what this is basically doing, folks, is it's pulling the air in each time it's going to set the nail. This has the air immediately available. Okay, now we're going to switch it over to what I like to call the rapid fire. Okay, so let's move that down. Now when you can hold the trigger down, right, and then just lift it up and move it. Okay, so that's what that does. I'm really, really happy with my tool. Again, take the battery out. You don't want any accidents, especially when we're just talking about the unit. So do I like the unit for $129? I absolutely do. Is it doing the same thing that this nail gun is doing, connected to the hose in the air compressor? Yes, it is. But what I don't have here is a hose, and I can take this outside on the roof, wherever I got to go. They have actual nailers that do that job. This is basically for your light duty work, for trim, things like that. In my wood shop, I use this just momentarily because I put the glue down and then I put a few pins, well-placed pins. And so we hope you like the review. It's been a lot of fun researching and You can buy more expensive ones, and there are other types of these units that use the battery that need a cartridge. This doesn't need a cartridge. It's ready to go, and you know what's not to like about that. So there you go. We want you to stay tuned because our next review is going to be the DeWalt planer. This is your better tabletop planer. Just do your research and you're going to see that the DeWalt is coming right in there, about a 1 or 2, okay? It's just really, really, really versatile, and so we just pulled that out of the box yesterday. So it's my birthday and I'm getting a few tools into the wood shop. And thanks for coming into my shop, by the way. You probably found us because you did a search maybe for P320. And my video came up. Please, if you like the video, subscribe to our channel. We have 170 last time I looked, which was this morning. We need to get to 1,000 so we can get back to monetizing. So as you know, YouTube said we got to throttle this back, and you know it's really those who have 1,000 or more, and some other things that are going to be monetized. So a little bit of a setback, but we're sure we can get back. So what we're doing actually is we're going to be mailing a couple of these guys out, these bandsaw boxes, out to those who help us get to that 1,000. And so one way or another, we'll figure out that math. It's not a problem. Thank you guys for coming into the shop. And please let us know. Give us a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down. Let us know why, if you're going to do that. It was a thumbs down. And we'll just try to improve. Thanks for coming into my shop.